Breaking news, a train is back on track after it derails in Metairie. Deputies say it happened near Metairie Road and Frisco Avenue. And we've got a lot of new information from parish leaders. We've got Councilman Scott Walker on the phone. All right, Councilman Walker, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Aubrey. Well, the biggest news is that the Metairie Road crossing at Frisco just reopened a few minutes ago. That was where the end of the derailment concluded, so to speak, because it started apparently farther back on the line around LeBar, where this wheel assembly came loose or started to hang off the train and did some damage along the way. It damaged the LeBar crossing, which at last look was still closed because they had to address some repairs there, and sort of this wheel assembly, the way I understand it from talking to some people on the scene, sort of bounced along the way and could have done more damage, but apparently the worst damage was at LeBar and Metairie Road. But again, Metairie Road is open now at Frisco, which is a big relief for people driving around this Sunday morning.
And right now, to your knowledge, what roads are shut down as of this moment?
As far as I know, the only crossings still closed are, excuse my dog, somebody's at the door. The only crossings still closed are LeBar due to some repairs happening there, and the rest are open. Somebody did tell me in a Facebook comment that the Oak Ridge crossing bars were down, but I haven't laid my eyes on that. But there could be some bars that go up and down along these crossings throughout the morning. But LeBar was the only one that had some noticeable damage at it a little while ago.
And we've had crews live on scene this morning starting at 6 a.m. Y'all had to bring in a crane, or a crane was brought in to assess this issue?
Yeah, the crane had to take that derailed rail car and get it back on the track so they could get it out of there. And apparently that happened through the night and wrapped up around sunup this morning. But kudos to the people who were on the scene and worked very hard throughout the night. I saw some of those guys out there this morning. I mean, they were dirty and they were sweaty, and they had obviously been working hard all night, something I did not expect, but they responded quickly. And our thanks to them for getting out there quickly. And East Bend Consolidated Fire Department were first on the scene to make sure there were no leaks, nothing hazardous to the public right there. Once that was determined and the scene was secure, then it was turned over to the railroad to start the repairs.
Wrapping up, so we got some of the pictures that were posted about the damage to the area. What is the damage, and will that impact the railroad? And what does that mean for the next day, week? How will that impact the railroad and any operations along that route?
Well, I'm not a railroad expert, but I believe that from what I saw today at the most damaged spot at Metairie Road and Frisco, it didn't look that bad. There was some broken up asphalt and some things that needed to be fixed, but unless there's something wrong with the tracks somewhere at one of those crossings, I can't imagine it's going to affect train traffic after these repairs are wrapped up. Nothing to the eye looked like it was out of place, but they will do a thorough inspection between where the derailment began and where it ended to make sure that everything is passable and acceptable. But the damage that I witnessed at the LeBar crossing was a big chunk of asphalt that was sitting there that I actually could have picked up and moved, and it seemed like it would have been fine. But I'm sure there are other things that needed to be looked at there, and of course I didn't touch it. But once they evaluate that and look at it, I think it'll probably not affect train traffic to any extreme degree.
All right. Well, Councilman Walker, we can't thank you enough for your time and that big update this morning.
Thank you, Aubrey.